But it was I think it was like $100 million a year.
For what?
For picking cotton, being like a slave again, or picking cotton, tax free.
But you talking about face
you ain't got to pay no taxes though.
And you
like
pick
no taxes coming out
cotton?
your no. So you getting $100 million a year straight to your pockets
for picking cotton.
Yeah.
What are the stipulations here?
I don't know.
What was the rest of this?
They didn't go into it. They didn't. I can't.
How am I gonna be treated? Am I gonna be treated nicely? Can I take breaks when I want to?
I don't know. But $100 million a year though.
I'm out there in the hot sun. I better be able to take breaks when I want to break.
$100 million a year, tax free. Tax free.
How many hours am I working in?
I don't know. $100 million a year.
I wonder how much I'm getting paid.
$100 million a year, tax free.
Oh,
$100 million a year, tax free
for living how my great granddaddy lived. No, no.
Yeah, that's a L. I'm not doing that.
Well, my great granddaddy, he was like bump that,
but
and he went and just joined.
It's hard. It's hard to think about though. Like, damn,
he still got treated like trash, but he went and joined the military, like the World War and stuff like that, and all that stuff. So he wouldn't have to be like. He still got bullied, but so it wouldn't be too bad.
Wait. Oh, okay.
Like I'm talking about just.
Wait, what army?
I forgot, bro.
How old?
Army?
What?
He was young as crap. I don't know.
What was he? He was a slave.
But he joined. I mean,
he was a slave.
He had people who probably were, but I'm just saying he joined the military, so he wouldn't have to like deal with stuff.
Oh,
like,
wait,
yeah.
But you deal with stuff in the military too.
I mean, I'm talking about like you ain't picking. You ain't out there getting slaved on having to.
So he was a slave.
Pick stuff.
He was. Wait, what?
No, bro. I'm in a different time period.
What time?
I think I went like a few years ahead.
Is after slavery?
It's probably wasn't. Hold on. What was World War II?
You couldn't.
What was World War One? What was the first World War?
That was like in the 40s and 50s.
Oh, what was the second one?
Oh, 30s.
The second one. When did the second one started?
In the first one was like in the 20s and 30s. I don't know. I'm not.
Because slavery was still going in the 60s.
What?
Wasn't it?
No. What? What do you? Go back to school.
Hold on. When did slavery officially stop?
Mental slavery is still going on to this day.
I'm talking about like when did slavery really stop?
In like the 1800s.
1800s?
Like 1865.
Like actual like telling people they got to go out there and pick cotton.
Hold on, let me go look this up, y'all.
Hey, you gonna clown on me?
Y'all not, bruh. You said slavery in the 60s. No, that's the civil rights movement. We were mental slaves. And we were maybe a little bit physical, but it wasn't like no picking cotton.
Yeah, I sucked at social studies anyway. I failed my graduation test like twice, and then I passed it. But I do not know history that great. I'm going to tell you now. Science, I'll kill you. Social, like history, ain't that good at history, bro. Like as far as social studies goes.
That was my subject in school.
Social
history.
Studies.
Yeah.
So I apologize, guys, but I'm trash at social studies.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh yeah, I said 1865. Wait, hold on now. No.
Well, when slavery stopped?
And most aren't aware that slavery in this country didn't officially end until December 6, 1865, the day that the 13th Amendment to the Constitution was ratified. It didn't end on when Lincoln first wrote the Emancipation Proclamation.
Yeah.
It ended. He wrote that in 1863. Slavery didn't end until over 2 years later in 1865, almost 3 years. So yeah, it ended in 1865. Okay, so when you said 60s,
besides the part when I messed up and said the 60s, and my history is like trash. Besides my history being trash, bottom line, I ain't picking no cotton. Bottom line, I don't care how much money. I feel like that's like that's embarrassing to me. Yeah.
Well, it's not. I want to say it's embarrassing.
That's disrespectful. And it's because of what
it's not. It's not cool. Like you're not.
I'm not doing that.
You don't have pride for yourself if you do that.
Unless you give me a machine and I'm driving a machine.
It's still
it's a little different.
Yeah,
it's slightly different, but it's still kind of messed up because I'm a black guy.
A lot of people were in the comments like, "Oh man, I'll do that for sure." Like
I don't know.
I'd be like, "What?
It's a dignity.
What time we go to lunch?" But nah, yeah, dignity. For $100 million, that's why I said, man. Some people value money over their pride, over their dignity, and their time, which is the original conversation. But no, I would not do that. I wouldn't shovel crap.
I'm not picking cotton.
There's a lot of stuff I would do, but it's not. I'm not doing either one of those things. And if my child does happen to boo on me, I'm gonna be very upset, but I'm not gonna hit them. I was just joking.
Oh, sorry.
I don't want nobody being like, "Oh, he's a murderer. He's an abuser. He's a murderer." I'll be very upset. I might tell them to square up when they turn 21.
Oh man,
when they legal, like this is reparations. You finna pay me back? Nah, I'm joking.
Well, actually, bro. Nah, he wasn't even born.
Who?
I was trying to think about my granddad. Like from this time now, he was like 97, I think, before he passed. So even if it was 1920, yeah, he wasn't alive when slavery ended. Yeah. So he was in World War II.
Because when you was talking about
my bad.
When you was talking about he was in the army, I'm like, wait a minute. If you were a slave, you couldn't join the army.
Yeah.
Unless they had slaves fighting in the
back in World War I.
In the Civil War.
Oh.
Because they were using slaves to fight for slavery. Like they were fighting.
Oh, snaps.
They were fighting to.
I forgot some of that stuff, bro.
But the Civil War,
I don't need that.
The Civil War wasn't. The Civil War wasn't even about slavery, which a lot of people get that mixed up. Like, well, dang.
Kudos to you for remembering all this, bro. Cause I don't remember.
Hold on, now I don't even know if Civil War was it about?
No, you slipping too, never mind.
I feel like it was about. No, it wasn't about slavery. Cause Lincoln didn't even want to free the slaves. Only reason why he freed the slaves was for
his family gonna hit with you, bro, for saying that.
I don't care. Tell him pull up.
Pull up.
His square head.
Oh
no, bro.
Hey Arnold.
That's a football head.
I know they ain't no square head.
But
there are no square headed characters.
Gerald, he had a square head.
True.
But nah, yeah, I'm gonna do my research. I think
on the Civil War. Research on the Civil War.
The Civil War was started because the Civil War was started because the South wanted to secede from the North. They wanted to become their own like country.
Oh, okay.
And the North was like, no, you're not. So they sent they started fighting over that because they were trying to But the Civil War, I don't think the Civil War, I don't know. I feel like it wasn't about slavery at all. I feel like that's what they told us in school. They lied to us about that.
But we're gonna get back on it, so we don't get too far off. But I feel like we always stray anyway. It's just like we just have conversations, bro. There's no script here. But anyway, still, even back to what we were saying, I wouldn't do the cotton job. I'm not shoveling, crap for money. Money is not that serious to me. It's not that important to me where I would do that. Over everything, man, time. I prefer time.
I agree.
Over everything, man. Sorry we went off on rants, guys, but this is just how we do it here. We just have conversation. Like our podcast is literally like conversations like you would just have chilling with your homies, and y'all are our homies. You all of you, you're our friends. You're our
okay.
homies.
So I mean, it says the Civil War started because of uncompromising differences between the North and the South states over whether they could keep slaves and wanted to
keep slaves or free slaves.
Between the free and slave states over the power of the national government to prohibit slavery in the territories that had not yet become states.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it went on for like 4 years, I believe.
What? The Civil War?
Yeah.
I don't know. I know, I guess it did, so I don't.
Yeah, it was fought in the United States, like 1861 to 1865.
Yeah.
That's a long war.
Yeah, I guess slavery was the reason why the Civil War started.
Oh, Civil War. Yeah, why World War II probably kicked back up.
What?
Why did World War II kick up? Why did the World War kick back up?
What do you mean kick? If it just started.
World War II won, and then World War II. I was saying, why did World War II kick back up?
I don't know.
Did that have something to do with Civil War?
No.
Why did that jump in?
The World War was over like. Then World War II was like the Nazis. Man, I suck at. So
you don't suck at it. It's just that we ain't been dealing with that in our life since they taught us in school. Nothing in our life has anything to do with it, unless we would have been like somebody who's like a historian or something like that. That's the only way that stuff would really benefit us, honestly. School's glorified daycare, by the way. Anyway,
yeah, the World War II was with Hitler and the Nazis and all that stuff.
Okay.
World War I was something. I think that's when Pearl Harbor.
Yeah. But Hiroshima.
Or
and all that?
maybe Pearl Harbor.
Was that like the Hiroshima and all that stuff going down?
I think Pearl Harbor was happened in World War One.
What was it? I'm probably messing it up because it was a Vietnamese war.
No, Pearl Harbor, and everything. All that happened because after they
bombed Pearl Harbor.
Then we did Hiroshima.
We bombed Hiroshima.
Yeah, the nuclear bombs.
Not we, because I wasn't alive. I ain't gonna say we. I ain't
in that.
Yeah, I'm not. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
They
did it. I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, I believe that was World War One. And World War II had to do with like Nazis, and I think.
Bet all of it was for money, though.
Of course.
I bet it all was
for money. Of course.
But if they was worried more about time.
Oh, never mind. The World War II. Yeah, it happened in. Wait a minute. Hold on now.
Well, what you find?
The United States dropped atomic bombs on the Japanese city of Hiroshima and Nagasaki on 6th and 9th August, respectively. I think that happened in World War II. So maybe Pearl Harbor happened in World War II too.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a historian person. I'm not a historian major.
We messing.
When I was in high school, I was I was good at like.
That's because it's fresh on your mind while you're in school.
Yeah.
Like you stop studying something for like over 6 years, you're not gonna really remember.
But
some people will, but I don't. That's why, like, when people try to do those little videos, well, this is like straying off completely, I know, but like when people try to do those videos where they try to like, are you smarter than a fifth grader? Of course, a fifth grader gonna know more about history.
Oh yeah,
they read in it. I've been away from it for like over almost 10 years. I haven't been. Bro, I'm at a cash register.
I used to watch that show.
I'm stocking freight. You think I'm what am I doing? What am I doing that got something to do with history lessons? Nothing.
It seems like people have different debating opinions on what really started the Civil War. Some people say slavery. Some people say because the North wanted a tax and the South was like, no, we don't want these taxes and we don't want this control over
money.
But yeah, really it all comes down to money because they was getting paid off of slaves if that was the case, and they was getting paid from cotton and exports that was coming in and out, and they didn't want to get taxed on none of that stuff. So of course they want the buck.
They want the buck
and they want the dip.
Because of that money.
But the North said,
we want to keep on
the
money.
North said square up, and they got squared. You hear me? Square they up.
Dang.
Nah, but so time versus money, y'all. Time is more important to me and
me too,
Caleb. I know a lot of people have different opinions, but it's kind of like hard. It's hard for me to see why anybody would pick money over time. Because if you don't have time to spend the money that you have, what's the point of having it?
True.
Or if you don't have time to enjoy the money or people to enjoy the money with and their time, it's pointless.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know today we we appreciate y'all for tuning in, for subscribing, listening. Don't forget to share the podcast wherever you can and review it, rate it, please. And thank you for everything, for subscribing. If you already have, if you haven't, you know what to do.
Yeah. And hashtag time, hashtag money in the comments. Which one are you for?
For sure. I got nothing else to say.
Yeah, I'm done too, man. It was pretty lit in here.
Until next time, y'all. Peace and love. All right, bro.